Hi, I don't know when it's the last time I recorded a video, but I've been playing a lot more. I got these, got a lot of new characters, and since I don't know, I don't really like talking about my ex-girlfriend because of how we broke up. You know, we broke up like it wasn't bad. It wasn't like a bad breakup or anything. It was. Oh, this is good. It was the aftermath so much, where I found out that she was where she was emotionally cheating on me, which I should have known because of how she treated me, like for a while in our relationship. And if it sucked for a while. It was bad. Not like I don't know how to explain it. Like I wasn't sad. I mean, I was sad, but I wasn't like sad. Like, I don't know. I felt like I should have been more sad. But because of like how she did treat me, I was how do you say this? I was confused, I guess. I was confused on like why, like why did she choose to stay with me instead of leaving me, and like for so long in our relationship, if she was unhappy, why didn't she just like leave me or tell me, tell me that she was unhappy, or I tried to like a week before we broke up, she said that she loved me and that if I tried breaking up with her, because we were going through problems, obviously, and I was just genuinely unhappy, and I was getting tired of it. I was getting tired of her not keeping up to her word, not like she would say that she would get better, that she would try more, but like if ever or at all, I wouldn't see it. It wouldn't be there, and that sucked because I really really loved her. I loved her more than anything, man. She was like my first girlfriend. So it kind of sucked more because I wanted her to be my first and only, It's just, oh man, I thought the armor was gonna give me armor. Yeah, I wanted her to, be, to be my wife at a point. Like, I really did love her with everything, even when I was, like, going through my own stuff, which I kept to myself, mostly because This is also an indicator of a very healthy relationship. I didn't think like she would care about I'm gonna die, man. About my problems. My region's super slow too. Oh man. I can't. I didn't think that she would care about my problems, so because before she shown that she didn't, so I just kept it to myself, and I try to be present the most that I could be, but it was hard at times. And when she said that, that gave me hope that it wasn't just me trying to make us work out. It was like it was a team effort. And I don't know why she said that, I don't understand the point of that. Sometimes it still confuses me when I'm at the gym and just listening to my music, that the memory comes to my mind, and I just don't understand why, and it not only confuses me, it I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, what's the point of saying that, And when she eventually broke up with me, I was like, I was just like catatonic in a way. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to what to do, what to say. It just felt so surreal. And I was just I wasn't betrayed because at the time I didn't know that she was betraying me. So I was just kind of upset, maybe sad. I guess you can use the word sad. Ooh. And because of it, I was just, I don't know. I'm not gonna say because of it. Because of her, my life got worse, yada yada. But which it didn't. It only got better. Which I don't know. I guess because it did get better, I had all these emotions that I was extremely sad, but I couldn't understand why. My girlfriend of 4 years left me, but I wasn't happy. And I have so much good things going on right now. Why am I upset? And it felt bad. I felt ungrateful. No way. I knew at some certain stuff I was supposed to be happy, but I just wasn't. like upset me. And I wasn't like upset at people. I was just upset at myself because I I didn't know how to be happy. I felt like so privileged to be to have all these good things happen to me, but I'm still sad. I'm still not happy. I'm still like I don't know, man. I need to get my damage up. And I keep my health up as well. And the guy she was cheating on me with was a guy that I would consider my friend, I did consider my friend. And I'm not sure, like that. Sometimes I feel like that betrayal of someone I thought was my friend, and the girl I loved the most in the world, that betrayal, like him doing that to me was worse than her doing it. And I think that's only because I was, like I said before, I was unhappy. So, and I was like heavily, at this time, I was heavily thinking about leaving her, but I just couldn't. I couldn't, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't, and for a long time, I didn't know why. Why am I with someone that makes me unhappy? Why am I continuing to hurt myself just because I love this person so much? And the more I think about it, this is what I come up with. This is what I think, it could change in the future. But I think it's because I just wanted it to be her so bad. I just wanted her to be the one that, just wanted her to be the one that I ended up with, that be in my life forever, that would end up being my wife. And saying that now, I feel so stupid, but I don't know. I guess I was stupid, Yeah. And now, like, I don't want to say like I don't like think about her, because clearly, I'm talking about her, so clearly I do think about her, but not in the way like where I miss her, or I'm like, oh, if only it could have been you, like, just like in the way of why. Like, why would you do that to me? You said that you loved me. You said that I was the only one. And come to find out, I'm not. By another one of my friends, he said, during your relationship. And I'm thinking, during my relationship? why didn't you why didn't you tell me? You know, I thought me and you were friends too. And I didn't want to believe it, you know. So I was like, nah, man, I don't think so. But just because you don't want to believe it doesn't mean it's not true. And I learned that the hard way. Because a little bit after we broke up, you know, I think it was 3 or 4 months. I don't know. It was probably less. 3 or 4 months after we broke up, you know, I find out by seeing that they're together, and that it broke me, man. That shit broke me. Yeah, that should truly hurt me. And it's because, like, before I could, like, deny it, you know, I could be like, nah, I'm just, like, overthinking, bro. She wouldn't do that to me, you know, not her, you know. She's such a sweet girl. Like, she wouldn't do that to me. Like that's not her, you know. And I would ask her friends, because some of her friends, they were my friends. I asked this one girl who I was friends with since elementary school, you know. I said, hey, is she cheating? Was she, like, cheating on me, or being, like, shady, or you know, just acting funny? I didn't want to go outright and say it, but you know what I was implying. 'Cause, you know, I was heavily implying it, because I know I maybe I don't want to say I was stupid, because I just trusted her, you know. I trusted her a lot. And she's like, no, she's not that type of girl, you know. I think you're just paranoid, blah blah blah. And I believed her until you know, until I found out by seeing it, and it just made me so upset. Not like that she, I guess because you know, she moved on, but also because it was true, you know. Like, I was an idiot. I felt so stupid. Like, how did I not see this, you know? I'm the only one that didn't see this. Like, how many people knew? I felt betrayed by everybody. I was like, who can I trust? Who can I trust? Are these people just lying to my face? Like, why would you lie to me like that? What have I done to you for you to, like, do this to me? You know? Do I deserve this? Is this... Do you just see me as, like, some sort of fool? That... I'm not sure. Like, my mind was going haywire, you know? I wasn't thinking straight for I don't know how long. Like, too long. And that's 200 drops. And it just got to me. It got to me. You know, I try to hide it. I try to be like, nah, man, I'm good, but no, I wasn't. And I feel like you could clearly tell, but I just didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it to nobody. Nobody could have known. Nobody. I'm keeping this to myself. I'm embarrassed. Like what kind of man am I? That like this girl that I let. Oh man, I'm dead. That I let this girl make a fool out of me. And I just didn't know. That upset me. Like, how could I not know? Like, all the signs were there. My eyes were closed, I guess. That was my thinking. Cause like afterwards, looking back, your visions, like you see it, like it's clear. But I didn't know. And I don't know. And recently I was at the gym with my friend, and he tells me about her, and he tells me about her, and he's saying, he's talking to me. I'm sorry. He's talking to me about her, and he's saying that how she was talking about me, and I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't want to talk about her. I was just trying to work out. And like immediately my mood changed, cause I don't want to hear about her. I don't want to hear about her. I don't want her to hear about me. I want nothing to do with her. And he tells me how her and the guy that she was, cheating on me with broke up. And I was like, wow, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. But I just let him talk. I was like, wow, that's crazy, And I was like, I was listening, but I didn't want to talk about it, so. And he tells me how apparently she blocked me on Instagram, but I didn't know this, cause I think it was a week before that. I was looking at her. I was looking at her Instagram profile, just to see her. Because, I did find her. I found her beautiful, man. Like, gorgeous. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I thought, at one point, she was like the most beautiful girl in this world. And now she just like, disgusts me. That's weird to say, And he was telling me about this. He says, and you have her blocked. And I was like, yeah, I do. How do you know that? Because I blocked her. Because, I told myself I gotta move on. She doesn't think about me anymore. And even if she does, so what? I don't think about her. I shouldn't think about her. Oh man, I'm dead. And so I blocked her. I blocked her. And my friend, he goes, yeah, you blocked her. She was like going crazy about it, like how you blocked her and how that you only blocked her because she finally unblocked you. And I was confused by that because, like I said before, I was looking at her account. So the only way that I would have known that she unblocked me is if I constantly looked at her account, which didn't make too much sense to me, cause that's weird. I don't know, like I think that's weird. I think that's a little bit weird. Like why would I stalk her account? Like I don't know. Why am I tier 3 already? Oh, that's why. Yeah, why would I, like, I don't know, like, yes, I was looking at her account like a week beforehand, but before that, I didn't, like, I didn't, like, just even typing her username just made me feel weird. So I wouldn't, because I would always tell myself, you gotta move on. And I did a pretty good job about that, so it just got to me. I'm not gonna say I'm a strong man, because I do give in sometimes. I can be a very weak man. And it made me feel weird, like, why would I, if I really was like checking your account every week or every day to see that I was blocked, why would I immediately block? I don't know. I feel like that just confuses me, because that's not who I am. That's not what I ever did to anybody. But to be fair, like, most of the time, like, when people block me, I already wanted them outside of my life, or like I got them out of my life already. And if I want, I don't know, now I'm just stuck on that. But he asked me if I blocked her because I saw that she unblocked me, and I laughed at it. I laughed and I was like, what? No, that's dumb. And I'm not sure if you believe me or not. It doesn't matter, because I know the truth. And even though, like, I did, I loved her a lot. Just not that much where I'm a loser, even though she made me into a loser, because I was a fool. And like, the fact that she wanted me back, like, in her life, it confused me. And then he said, I think she said something about you being a rebound. I can't talk. Rebound. And that just ruined my mood, man. Oh man, if I'm being completely honest, that almost made me cry. And I don't typically cry. It's a hard thing to to make me cry, you know. And it didn't make me cry, so I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but it didn't make me cry. And but it did. It ruined my mood. The mood was ruined. Like I didn't really talk much for the rest of the session. And he was like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just whatever, you know. I just don't want to talk about it." And he was like, "Okay," but I didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't want to. It confused me in so many ways. And when he said I was just a rebound, it made me so upset. Like, does she not know, like, like how upset she made me? Like, I mean, the my video, it cut out. I'm not sure why. It said something about disk storage, so maybe I cleared up some space, so it should be better. But I don't remember. I think the last thing I said was I was a rebound, and that made me like super sad. Not sad. I don't want to say sad, but it made me so. Yeah, it made me sad. It made me feel bad. Like I wasn't a person to her. I didn't have feelings. Like I wasn't somebody with like I wasn't somebody with feelings that could get hurt. And that made me like really sad. And it just solidified to me that I made the right choice of leaving. And not leaving, moving on with my life. You know, not letting anyone else. I don't want. Yeah, it's like really hard for me to let another person get close enough to do that damage that she did. Because every girl I talk to, all their positives almost never. I don't want to say almost never. They never outweighed the huge negative of them hurting me so deeply and so carelessly. It's just not worth it to me. You know, I don't. It's not worth getting into another relationship anytime soon. And I talk to these girls, and they're all like sweet and kind, and you know, it feels like they care, but it's just not convincing. Like in the back of my head, I always think like that you don't care, you know. Why would you care? And then I tell them really sorry, but I'm just not. I'm not ready for a relationship yet. I'm not. I'm not sure I would be a good boyfriend. I'm not sure that I'm ready to fall in love again, to be in love again. And it sucks because these girls are they're nice, but I don't know, man. And because I know like I'm most likely not gonna get into a relationship anytime soon, I I don't even try to talk to I don't try to talk to girls. Um, but sometimes I do. Sometimes, very rarely, cause I'm still awkward, you know. But sometimes when I have false confidence, I just go up to a girl and I talk to her, and then I feel bad because I know it isn't gonna go anywhere. And then I either have to be like an asshole and then ghost her, or have to go through that awkward conversation of I'm not ready. I know I came up to you, but I'm not ready. I don't know. If I was ready, maybe I would talk to these girls